Huh?
Mom's over here
That
somewhere.
would be very ghoulish if we dug up our granny. You know. Huh?
I can't. Listen, in Ireland, everybody gets buried in the same grave, and when somebody new dies, all these bones come out.
So
They're all mixed.
I'm thinking right
You
here.
won't even find her ashes anymore.
I'm
They're
thinking right here.
Sure.
Too
But-
close? We get them off the stone. We want them in earth. We want them in nature.
Yeah, you don't want to hit anything.
Okay.
Sure, get cracking.
Now listen. I'm not feeling burying Dad with plastic.
Hey, it's coast clear.
Hey, Mom, I'm not feeling burying Dad with plastic over here. He started this shanty Irish. I'm paying him $250.
Listen, only an Irish funeral would be laughing like this.
That's right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Everybody else
We
would
gotta
be
sod him
crying.
back in so nobody knows.
Exactly. It's gonna be pretty good. This is good for the earth, you know.
Is it?
Full of the
Calcium.
nutrients.
Calcium.
Well, listen.
Yeah.
We'll put it here, and I'll tell you what. I'll come plant
Oh,
some.
he did have
It's gonna
Plant
get
some
very
scarlet
green here.
begonias right here. They do good in the sunshade. Sister, how deep are we going with this again?
Well, you're gonna need some dirt to cover it, so take out some dirt first.
It's a plastic bag, like
He's white
as a
ghost.
looks like
He's white as a ghost.
it's like a bag of flour.
So yeah, just.
That's foolish.
It's more than
I know you like to be in charge of stuff, so I'm gonna let you. Is that okay?
yeah. Tell her Billy.
Huh?
Tell her Billy.
Huh?
Oh, that's a good idea.
If I want to make my sister Kelly pissed off, I just say something like, "No."
I don't think they have like a watchman here.
You know,
I hope not.
there's resentments, but there's good ones too. It's like, resentment means to kind of, it's Latin, like to relive. And like, my life is so good. I relive like beach sex and sunsets. And
This is recording for your mother.
Mom,
Yeah.
shush. And sunsets and key lime pie and you know what I mean? I think life is more of that than God, he's such an asshole. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Did you know that my grandfather is buried here? Did you know
Where
that?
is he?
Oh, he's down there somewhere. He's on that side.
Okay. What's the protocol for burying
Everybody say something nice.
You could start.
Okay. They didn't pour a foundation for Erin's thing, so that's good. No sign of grandma, which is good news, man. I was worried.
Don't worry, she'll pop up.
Oh, that's good.
Huh?
Think that'll fit?
You should have brought some water. Water helps the earth settle,
What about Gatorade?
Well,
Nothing
we'll
on that.
pour some Gator on there, but that'll be a private joke between me and Grandpa.
We have water.
Because I visited like Wenwood
We have
Avenue.
water.
And the
Oh, we
last
do have
thing
water. We have water.
my father's father said to him was, "Get me a case." The last thing he said to him.
Told me that
Billy,
story.
go out and get me a piece
And-
of beer.
We should have some Irish whiskey here to whip.
And he said,
Yeah. Blessed was the ground that bore you, I think.
Yeah.
Sprinkle the whiskey.
We'll do that with the water. With the smart
We'll do
water.
that with the water.
I think you missed my point there, Bobby.
What?
The Irish are poets, lovers, not straight alcoholics. Not all of us.
That's right, that's true. Very true.
You're gonna save a little bit in that bag.
Huh?
You can take it.
Bobby, you want some of this to take? You want to?
I want to. You know what I want to do? I want to take some so I can put on my mother's grave, because
I like that story.
Yeah.
no, he was like our family too.
Yeah.
He was very close to me. I'm very close to your father. And I'm glad. Listen, I couldn't be, I wouldn't want to be any other place today than here.
Yeah.
That I mean that.
We like having you here. I
Thank
like Mary Toomey stories. I have Mary Toomey stories.
you. Oh God, everybody has Mary Toomey stories. Don't start this shit.
With the Gaelic and the English mixed. Her and my grandmother would get together and they'd speak Gaelic, and I was like, man, like a big secret.
Listen, I could never understand your grandmother when she spoke.
Yeah.
Couldn't either. Never.
It took a while to sink in.
Yeah.
And the nicest story I had about your grandmother was she was off every Monday. And the windows in the house would go up. She'd play Irish music, and she'd drink whiskey, and she'd make macaroni and cheese, and the macaroni and cheese would burn up. But the Irish music you could hear throughout the whole block. And I said to myself, wow, what a great neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know? She was a very generous woman. She was a very kind woman. And nobody thought that your grandmother was going to make it after your grandfather left her.
Yeah.
He thought that she would lose the house.
Yeah.
She went down to John O'Brien, borrowed the money, and she paid all that back to John O'Brien.
Yeah.
Listen, the O'Briens are very close
Yeah.
to your grandmother and grandfather. You know, I mean,
It's funny because I know his ancestor, Steve
Huh?
Bennett. I know his family is still around here.
O'Briens.
The Bennett family, but there's a Bennett family. He married an O'Brien.
Right.
Steve Bennett. My friend Steve's father, James, married an O'Brien. So Steve's kind of an O'Brien. You know,
from Kings Park,
from Kings Park.
from Core Road.
I don't know exactly. I just know.
I don't
that's
think of
his
him because
family.
I would have known him.
He was like an Irish cop, motorcycle cop.
Don't know him. He was probably a different O'Brien.
Yeah. Okay.
Listen, John O'Brien and John O'Brien took the bar, Ahern's. He took that after your grandfather and had given that up. And Ahern had it, and he rented it to John O'Brien.
Kelly, you want to say something to Daddy before I put him in the ground?
No, I'm good. I've already said my things to him privately.
Yeah?
I'm good.
And Shawnee? Mark?
It's a pleasure knowing you, and look forward to seeing you soon.
I want to say thanks for starting the O'Connell family. Brought me a lot of love in my life, so I'm happy for that.
Oh, very nice.
We got that.
You better get her in the family. Get her to write that down.
Write that
We
down.
want a commitment now.
Number one.
This thing comes with dog tags. Wow. Who was Michael Gillespie?
Get out of here.
So worried.
Mom, it's him.
That's a lot, actually.
Huh?
That's a lot.
So you keep some
A
in the
lot of
bag.
body.
I'm gonna keep some in the bag for Mary Toomey.
Okay.
Right? Hey Bobby, don't be burying them in the plastics.
Wait, put it in the box after you've done that.
But you know, when the sun supernovas are all getting cremated, so we're all going to the same place. Right, Sean?
That's true.
Listen, I'm sure he's looking down from heaven. He's very happy today that you're all here. You know?
I think so.
Huh?
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah. He's in a better place.
When I said the memorial at his thing in Florida, I was thinking, like, if he would have come walking in that room, he would be like, Jesus, what's all with the sad faces? You
Yeah,
know?
right.
He's the dancing
What's
girls.
going on here?
But they weren't feeling that day
No.
in Palm Bay, Florida. Okey-dokey.
Listen, he was the best one of the O'Connells. The best one. He was the best of breed of all of them.
Uh-huh.
He was. He
Out
did
of his
that.
family, you mean?
Yeah. Better bred than all of them.
We gotta hide our nefarious behavior.
Huh?
We gotta hide our nefarious shanty behavior.
It's over now. What's done is done.
Huh?
What's done is done.
Now it's like prove it.
What do you mean? There's grass there.
Well, I came with just this first
Uh-huh.
because I see someone across the flowers.
I thought a shovel. I thought you were going to pull a shovel out. Who's the shovel?
Yeah, I was picturing this being way stranger. Like with a
Huh?
large shovel. I thought we were going to dig up like a mound of dirt.
No.
Thought we were all
This is
going
the
to
way-
keep and watch.
But when he buried his mom, it was like
It was way funnier when we buried my grandma.
It was Christ.
Very comical.
What happened?
Huh?
What happened? Tell me the story.
I don't know. It was just because, we
Because
were
we-
doing
no.
something so, illegal.
Yeah.
And so, like, I'm
Stand over
here,
there so
Raymond's
nobody
here, my
sees.
mother's
Stand
here.
over there so
and
nobody
my father's
sees.
like this, and he's like, anybody around? Like, coast is
We're
clear.
planting flowers.
It was just really funny. Yeah, planting flowers. And then we had a little stick with her name in it. We just kind of stuck it on there, and that was it. I'm sure a lot of people do it around here, right?
Never heard of it, but
Yeah, that's what
We're just like the rest of them.
that's what I'm thinking we might do with mom.
Yeah.
With Thorn Rose, we were tempted to do that. So.
Yeah.
Big Pop. Look, Billy Techford put some sprinklers over here.
Huh?
There was a guy, Billy Techford. He was a sprinkler guy. I think he hacked into the sprinklers over here.
Who did? Billy Techford?
Yeah. Somewhere over here there's a sprinkler head.
Do you want to go see if I can find my grandfather over there? Or-